Jarrett Hurd did an interview with Premier Boxing Champions. He's envisioning himself moving up to 160 pounds and says that Danny Jacobs will be the easiest out of the crop. We back as the Boxing Clinic and more. And it's your boy CJ Goodfella. He also said that he wants to be undisputed at 154 by the summer of 2019. If it doesn't happen by then, he's going to move up and weight. And I find that funny because he said he wants two. All right, let's do the math. He wants two voluntary fights before fighting Jermell Charlo, okay? He wants two of them. So if you get one in this year, okay, then he can get one in somewhere in the first or second quarter next year. By the summertime come, I mean, how is he going to fit 4 fights in? You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, Jaime Munguia has a belt. He want to be undisputed. Got to have all 4 now. This ain't before 2006 when you didn't need the WBO to be undisputed. So, I smell ducks. I sense duck sauce. You know what I'm saying? I think, he said, I would love to unify with Jermell Charlo, but you just said you need 2 tune-ups. Okay, that's what people saying. He said he need 2 tune-ups. That'll take him once this year, once from January to let's say January to April next year. And then by that time, it's the summertime. Unless he views Jaime Munguia as a tune-up. So maybe he's talking about a tune-up now, then Jaime Munguia sometime next year, and then Jermell Charlo in the summer. Then okay, cool. But I got a feeling though that I don't know. I don't know, man. I just got a feeling he's trying to get up out that fight, man. And I know Cali say he interviewed him and his face lit up talking about Jermell Charlo. But I don't know, man. Either Jaime Munguia not gonna get the fight or Charlo not gonna get the fight. I don't know how it's gonna work. Jaime Munguia probably be the toughest fight to make because Golden Boy. We're trying to sign her to a long-term contract. But it'll be interesting to see if he fights Jermell Charlo. And I always felt like that fight, the way him and his trainer talk, I felt like that fight wasn't gonna happen. The same reason why I felt I sensed from Kenny in that camp that fight not gonna happen. But he says Danny Jacobs is his easiest fight there. Golovkin is his hardest fight, obviously, because Golovkin probably will knock him the fuck out with his style. I agreed. He said Jamal is easiest, and then Canelo. In my opinion, Jamal will beat the fuck out of Jarrett Hurd, and there's no doubt in my mind that Jamel will beat the hell out of Jarrett Hurd too. Like I say, man, the dude is a good fighter, but he ain't got no defense. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like Danny Jacobs, he could say he's the easiest out the bunch. But in my opinion, for him, it should be, it ain't no easy fight at 160 for him. He should be trying to make that 154-pound limit as much as he can. You can say Danny Jacobs is easy, but Danny Jacobs, if Lara was hurting you with one shot, Danny Jacobs would probably knock out Jarrett Hurd, man. With that style that he fight, I understand he thinking like Danny Jacobs got a weak chin and this, but Danny Jacobs bring a lot of velocity, a lot of speed, a lot of power, a lot of ring IQ to the table. This ain't 154. We're gonna have this large weight advantage. These dudes are humongous too, and Danny Jacobs got every advantage over Jarrett Hurd, probably than chin. And I feel if he could take Golovkin blows, he could take Jarrett Hurd blows, and I'm not sure Jarrett Hurd can take the power of Danny Jacobs for 12 rounds. I know he can't take the power of Golovkin. And I know he can't take the power of Jermell Charlo. He will be. He I don't know if he can beat any of them dudes at 160. The way he fight. Everybody that he fought at 154 that he beat wasn't seen as a big puncher. You got some big punchers at 160. Jamal, Danny, Derevchenko can punch. Golovkin obviously is the biggest puncher of the bunch. He really believed in his own hype until he changed something. Bring some head movement. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be lights out. 160 ain't pretty for him. He should stay and make 154 all he can. Because I'm telling you, there's some dudes there that's going to put his power out. He thinking Danny Jacobs sweet. We'll see. We'll see. But the dudes that Danny Jacobs lost to, in Pirog, he can box. Jarrett Hurd can't box. The dudes that he lost to, like Golovkin, we thought he beat Golovkin. Jarrett Hurd, he could say Danny Jacobs the easiest, and I get what he's saying, but ain't shit easy for him. Willie Monroe wasn't easy, not Willie Monroe, but Willie Nelson wasn't easy for you. Not Willie Nelson. Tony Harrison wasn't easy for you. Okay? He wasn't easy. Austin Trott was outboxing you. That wasn't easy. He can't put them two dudes. I mean, Tony Harrison could punch a little bit, but they ain't no massive punchers like Danny Jacobs or Charlo. You know, neither one of them. You know, Lara, he can't punch. You barely beat Lara. You barely beat Lara. Barely beat Lara, bro. You know, some of these dudes need a reality check, dog. Danny Jacobs will put this motherfucking power out. Now, if he get knocked out by Derevchenko, then maybe maybe you got a chance. Or he loses to Derevchenko, maybe you got a chance. You know what I'm saying? Derevchenko wouldn't be an easy fight for Jarrett Hurd. I'm not sure if he beat Derevchenko. All these dudes are more skilled than Jarrett Hurd at 160. His size advantage is going to be minimized at that weight. You can say he might be bigger, stronger, but you're dealing with bigger and stronger guys too. You're dealing with Danny Jacobs. Y'all complain he blew up to a cruiserweight versus Golovkin. You know? It's a tough order. He should stay and try to make 54. His career is going to be cut short fucking around with 160. Billy Joe Saunders. Demetrius Andrade. He left them dudes out too. You know? You left them guys out too. Demetrius Andrade and Jamal Charlo is about the same height and size as Jarrett Hurd will be at 160 once Andrade get another fight there as well. Billy Joe Saunders ain't no small middleweight neither. He think about going to super middleweight. Man, it's a bad division for him, man. But I'm telling you, if he fight Jamal Charlo, bro, he ain't gonna make it to that division undefeated. He ain't gonna make it to that division. I'm trying to tell y'all guys. This dude was getting put in the pine box by feather-fisted Trout. You can say, well, Trout gave Charlo a tough fight. Well, guess what? Styles make fights and Hurd ain't slick like Trout. You know? I'm trying to tell you, he might lead his division without fighting that man, dog. And if he do, y'all better ridicule him and criticize him like y'all do Sean Booster Porter and Danny Garcia. You know? He gonna try to pull that I can't make the weight no more shit, man. Like I say, man, he's a different breed, bro. And I got a lot of respect for Hurd. And I believe he will do the right thing, but I just have my doubts. But it's the Boxing Clinic and more. Your boy CJ Goodfella. One time for the one time. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. If you want to be part of our streaming Boycott Group, we'll be streaming Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, Alexander Povetkin, and Joshua as well. Join the Facebook group in the description. The Boycott Group, the first link. If you want to donate, the PayPal link is there as well. Or you can wait till we go live for the Super Chat. Shout out to all the brothers that was on the live stream this morning. One time for the one time. Y'all know what the business is. TBC and more. Boy Goodfella. We go.